This is Irontrader. It is Sunday night, so we are going to take a look here at Bitcoin, crude oil, and at natural gas. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy or sell any stock, commodity, ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, the market just opened here. Hope everybody had a nice, good, long weekend. So now it's time to go to work. Now remember, if you're trading on the TLC Thinkorswim platform, you can start trading here at 8 o'clock tonight. We'll see how it all is going to shake out. Now, right now here, we're looking at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is actually looking pretty good here. See this 8-day? See how it's curling up here? Now, it looks like it wants to cross over that 21-day. If it does, it can push that price up a much higher. But let's just see what we have here so far. So right now we have this, what do you call this, an inside day. So Thursday candle, we'll take a look at the upside here first. Okay, so we're looking at here is that 85,700 level. All right, and then what we can do, we can come up to the top of this candle here. You're looking at what are we looking at? 86.45 level. Then we're going to come right up to this 50-day. This is going to be key, that 87,186. Now, if we can get above that, then we'll come to this price channel, which is 89.20, which is basically just the top of this candle right there. But so far, this is looking good. But if you notice, Bitcoin was holding in there very, very nicely. Now, on the downside here, we're watching this key, this 21. This is very, very key on a closing basis, 84,171. And then right below it, we have that 83,951. That is going to be your 8 simple moving average. Now, again, if that's lost here, we'll come to the bottom of this candle here. You're looking at 83,190 level. And then we can come over here at the top of this candle. You're looking at 81,450. And then we come on top of there, 81,100. And then what we're really looking for here is this 200-day at 79,464 level. But right now, we're holding that 21-day and holding that 8-day. And that 8-day looks like it wants to curl up here like it did here. It can push that price up higher. But this 50-day is going to be very, very strong resistance. So just remember that. But if we can get above that, then what we can do is we can come up here to that 89.20 and possibly even back to that 100-day at that 93 to 33 level. Now, when we look at this pattern here, what we have here is we have like a left shoulder, head, and a right shoulder. So we have like an inverse head and shoulders pattern here with a nice double bottom kind of a situation. So let's just see what happens with this, how it all shakes out. But remember, this is still a trade until we get above that 50-day and above this price channel. Then you can go balls out long here, right to that 100-day. Should be no problem at all, okay? But remember, it's a trade. I do IBIT for the long, BIT for the short. Work out very nicely. The one reason I like that is because BlackRock owns that. There's $52 billion worth of assets, and it's a spot price. It's not the futures price, okay? So when it opens up here, but basically we're just watching that 21-day and that 8-day on the downside and that 50-day on the upside. Now, when we look at this RSI here, you're only sitting at 50. That could go either direction. Your green is over your red, so that goes good, positive. And we have this positive divergence here going on, which is very, very nicely on the RSI, okay? And we're above that 200-day. We're above that 8-day, and we're above that 21-day. So let's just see how this shakes out. But again, when you have this kind of a pattern here, this can go sideways here for a while, so let's not get excited. But again, if this 8-day crosses that 21-day and that 50-day comes down, something's going to give. It's going to slam up here, or she's going to slam down. Okay, let's take a look here now at crude oil and at natural gas. Okay, here we have the old crude oil going on here. All right, let me just bigger up a little bit for you. Okay, here we have the old crude ski. Now, you can see here how this 8-day, and the price was below that 8-day after we had this bottoming tail. Then we had this kind of like just a sideways action situation here, kind of like a consolidation, okay? Then we're holding this 8-day on a closing basis. Look how nice that is, okay? So right now we have that inside day. So what we're watching is Thursday's high. That's that 84.18. Now, if we can get above that, then we're going to come right here and shoot that 65.43 level. That's going to be key. Now, there is a resistance here at 65.22, but the 64.43 is what we're looking for. Now, if we can get above that, let me just say, I think I took that the wrong way. Okay, now if we can get above that, then we have, look at how nice this is lined right up. 65, 67.59, boom, 69.79, 71.60, okay? 21-day, 50-day, 100-day, 200-day, and then we have your big retest up here on your price channel at 72.28 if it keeps riding. Downside here, we're watching this 8-day. This is very crucial, 62.14. If that's lost, we'll come down to Thursday's low, 61.96 level. Then we'll come down here. You're looking at 60.88. And then we'll come down to the bottom here at 60.44. And then we just follow the candles all the way down at that 59.43 level. We have 58.76. 57.88, and then your big retest down here at 55.22. Now, remember, May 1st is coming here quick. OPEC is going to start dumping oil, okay, on the market here, over 400 million barrels per day. Okay, so just remember that they're going to be flooding the market with oil. However, you have seasonality coming up here now here with the summer driving and then going to hurricane season. So this is going to be a little tough play here. It could be just this sideways action here for a while too. Easy way to trade this: UCO for the long, SCO for the short. Worked out very, very nice. If we lose this 8-day on a closing basis, then we have a short. Then what we really want to do is watch this 21-day and see what the reaction is, okay? Does it hit that 21-day and explode up to the rest of these? Or does it hit that and then come right back down to that 8-day? But as long as this 8-day, that price is above that 8-day, always remember, it's sideways to up action. Now, we look at here, you have oversold condition. And then now we're back here about 44. That could go either way. And look how nice this here. This green is winding up here. Look at the little bars as they're rallying up. This is very, 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 very bullish here, kind of a scenario. But let's just see how it all shakes out. Now, natural gas here, I'm looking here, right here. I'm looking for this 305 level. Okay. Now, so far we put in another lower low. You're looking at 3.16. I've been pointing out this level right here. What do we have? 3.16. That's a gap. Okay. The next level here is 3.11. There's your fill. Gap, fill. We're right at that gap. Let's see if we can do the fill and possibly down to 305 level. Now, easy way to trade this: UNG for the long, KOLD for the short. But just remember, if you're trading like an ETF like KOLD, these are trading vehicles, especially KOLD. It's a 2 times leverage. And those 2 times leverage are really meant to go to zero. That's why you always see, oh, it's doing a reverse split. It's doing a reverse split. Okay, that's what it is. It rebalances at the end of the day. So, you know what I'm saying? And it's always to the negative. So what you want to do is just trade that. That's like I do natural gas. I trade it and then boom, I'm out at the end of the day. Long or short, I'm out. I live to trade another day. Okay. Now we're come down here to 33. We're not oversold yet. Okay. So that can go lower. There's no turn here. Look at those little bars. See, there's no turn here. This is just straight on down here. So what I'm looking for is this 305 level. Now, if, say, we get some kind of a catalyst in the rallies done up here, this is going to be very strong resistance. It's going to be right here, 3.39. Okay. Yeah. Is there stuff, prices above that? Yeah. Then we go up here. You look at low, that's 3.46. Okay. Then we have a 3.57 level. We come up to the top of this candle, 3.61. And then we start running into really strong resistance again with the 21-day at 370 and at 100-day. And then right above it is 3.89. But as long as this price is below that 8-day, it's sideways to down action. Okay, so I'm looking here for this right here at this 200-day, and I'm going to see what's going to shake out here at 8 o'clock. Maybe get a trade in, take a little short ski down to here, down to that 200 SMA here. But right now, there's nothing bullish about this. We had this double top here situation at 425, put in a lower high, and then now she's just falling right off a cliff. Okay, so this is not oversold as of yet. But what we want to looking for is this reaction here at that 305. If that's lost, the 50-day on a weekly chart here is all the way down to 298, and that would be the next target, okay, for the old natural gas. Now, again, crude above the 8-day, sideways to up. Natural gas below the 8-day, sideways to down. Okay, that's what I got for you. I'll be back here tomorrow morning here before 8 o'clock, and we will do it all over again. Now, this week here, I'm going to change the format up a little bit. Instead of doing 3 videos, I'm going to get rid of that one temporarily here at Midday Trading. And then the first video and the last video is going to be, I'm going to add some more content to it. Instead of just doing Bitcoin, crude oil, and natural gas and add a couple stocks, we're going to do the indexes, and we'll add, like 3-4 stocks like this. And we're going to do this, add more content to two videos, and we'll see how that works. Okay, that's what I got for you. Now remember, trade what's in front of you, not what you want.